I got a call. I walked to the office, and my mom was standing there. I hadn't seen her in 4 years. I was so young, I didn't know why she left. My dad didn't have custody of me, so didn't really have a say whether or not he can have me back. So I had to go with my mom.
My dad was taken to jail or prison. I can't remember a time when my mom and dad were together.
I never met my father. From what my mother told me, he stayed for 6 weeks after I was born, and then one day he just never came back. Growing up in a single family home, at first it was rough. I was hurt at the fact that I didn't know my father and other kids do.
When I heard my parents fighting at home, it was a scary feeling at first because I would never think that I would have to have my parents separated. It was really tough, especially because I was oldest of all 6 of us. So I would try to be like the one to keep everything together.
My mom drank every day. It's like she wasn't even my mom, you know. I was around drugs. She was often drunk and driving at the same time while I was in the car. She'd fall asleep with a cigarette in her mouth. I was scared to go to sleep because the house could set on fire. Why would your parent even put you in that kind of situation to where you didn't feel safe to sleep? I would pray every night before I went to sleep that I would wake up, that I'd be okay.
My mom is a single parent with 4 kids. She wants to make sure that there's been a roof over our heads, clothes on our back, and food in our mouth. Kind of hard seeing her struggle.
Well, my mother tried to be both mother and father, and she always made sure to tell me to go to school like she did. She did the best she could for me.
It wasn't very fun living with my mom. She just wasn't a mom. She would put me in the bathroom for minutes, hours, 5 times a day. At that moment, it was me against the world.
One of her ex-boyfriends, and he was an alcoholic, so I stepped out. I said, "You will not hit my sister. You are not my father. You don't have the right to touch us in any type of way. And if you do, I will call the police. I don't care if you hurt me, but you're not hurting my sister."
If I had a chance to speak to my father, I would say that even though him not being there impacted me, it still made me great by myself. It made me the person who I am, and I'm proud of that. So even though he wasn't there, it turns out that he wasn't needed.
My dad is so thankful for the Boys and Girls Club. He sees how much of an impact it's made on me. He's very proud.
When I came to the club 6 years ago, I was filled with anger. I was bad. I was angry probably because of what people said about my family. I'm different now. I'm more responsible and respectful.
My mom always made sure to keep me off the streets, but the club impacted me more. It reassured me that I didn't have to.
When my parents were divorcing, that was the first time I actually knew about the Boys and Girls Club. When my parents were always fighting, I would take my siblings there. I have 5 siblings that go to the club. A lot of kids that I've met have a lot of troubles at home, and instead of going straight home, they go to the club. It's like an ease off from everything else they have to go through with reality. If you go to the club, you really find another path.
Now at the club, I have a family. I'm speaking in front of hundreds of people. I've become more confident. I've become proud of myself. I'm excited to wake up every day just to go to the Boys and Girls Club. It's just changed me, all of me.
Some kids don't have a safe place to go to, but I have a feeling if they would have a Boys and Girls Club, they would get good grades. They wouldn't have gotten in trouble. They would have knew right from wrong.
It's a safe haven for kids, and it's a place where you can be yourself, and it gives lots of kids opportunities.
Go left, right, go, right here.
I have a very huge passion to just help people, whether it's just helping somebody with their homework, or they get a problem right. You know, that's something that changes my life every day.
One of my dreams for the future is to go on to be a zoologist and to get my PhD.
When I first found out I was going to Rollins on a full scholarship, it was just like unbelievable. My dream is to work in the Boys and Girls Club, but in the higher level. I just see how much of an impact this organization has. I can be that person to help other people change other kids' lives.
I would tell other kids like me to just experience life. Always make sure to do the right thing.
There are many kids who have gone through worse situations, worse struggles than I have. You can never give up. You have to believe in yourself and what you can do.
I don't think I would change anything from the past. I think things happen for a reason. If you don't go through anything, there's never going to be a change.
I believe that things happen for a reason, so I wouldn't change anything.
I would change my dad doing drugs, so he wouldn't be where he is today, so he would actually have a life to live.
I wouldn't change anything that's happened to me because I like who I've become, and I like everything that's happened to me has happened for a reason, and it's led to who I am, and I'm proud of that.
My club gave me opportunity.
My club gave me a community.
My club gave me strength.
And my club gave me hope.